Let's go. Let's get recent here real quick. I'm gonna send you the link right now. Let's go. Let me see if I can send it to you again. I'm gonna send you the link on TikTok if you can click that.
Yo, yo, can you hear me?
Yo, yo.
What's good?
So what's good? What's the deal?
Not much. I was just chilling. I was just with my peoples on TikTok a few minutes ago.
All right, that's what's up.
Yeah, cutting it up.
It's Reese the Turtle.
The NY turtle.
Which one?
Reese the NY turtle.
Oh, okay. And what does that like mean? Is there any meaning
It,
to it?
yeah, it's kind of lengthy. Um, basically, the combination of NY and turtle is basically, it's a fast paced city, slow moving animal. Together, I'm basically moving at my own pace, and
All
you
right.
know, yeah, there's
All
more
right.
to it, but I'm gonna just keep it short.
Yeah, I gotta get the sound better. All right, we good though. All right, so
Uh,
you were saying that it. I didn't hear you at the last part.
oh, so basically, the combination of NY and Turtle is basically me saying that I move at my own pace.
All right, I see. So you're not really into like rushing your music or any of that. You're just like on your own timing.
Yeah, so it's the easier process for me because the way I like to write, I try to, if I can, try to sneak comedy in to my songs where it makes sense. And so I like to have time to, play with the words, use entendres and things like that, or do a play on words. You know what I'm saying? So that's why
All right.
I like to take my
Yeah.
time when I craft my music.
All right. So you would say like you're the turtle in the race, like with the rabbit and shit.
Yeah.
I feel
I
that.
could go fast if I need to. I could slow down if I need to. So I mean
And
I've the
I
quickest I've
see.
done the song was like an hour maybe, 2 hours. And then I still have some songs I haven't finished that I started on a while ago. So when it's done, that's when I present it to people.
That's right. So have you been working on any projects recently? Any like singles about to drop?
Well I just released my EP on the first. The 6 song compilation of, different genres just to show my range of writing ability. But right now I'm in the works on working on my first album that I'm working on, and that has 11 songs on it. Um, so yeah, I'm in the middle of trying to get all the beats together and then finding singers and stuff for the project.
I feel that you're in the works and all that, working.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah. So how old are you?
I'm 33. I just turned 33 on the first.
Okay. Oh, okay. Happy late birthday.
Thank you.
And yeah, so when did you like start music? Just start writing music in general.
Well, I started songwriting like professionally last year January. Um, oh, hello, Israel. But yeah, I started last year January doing songwriting professionally because I was doing duets on TikTok and I wasn't really getting the recognition I felt that I deserved. So I was just like, I'm not gonna waste my time doing duets anymore. I'm gonna do full on songs and try to sell them or just put them out there, you know what I'm saying, for my people and other people that like lyricism. So that's
Okay.
when I started.
So you started just off the jump, just writing, putting out full songs.
Yeah, in January 2023.
Okay. And like before that, was there any like just difficulty or just any like anything like stopping you from like writing? Like it was it hard at first?
Not really, honestly. Once I focused on it, because like originally music wasn't really my passion. I got into it because of my dad. He does music too. His name is Genius. Um, he he's the one who got me into the songwriting to begin with. Like I started at 20, but I was just doing it as a hobby. I wasn't really like trying to be serious and trying to, have make a
Promote
career out of
it
it,
and put it out there.
pretty
Yeah.
much. And I was
Sure.
just doing features mostly on my friend's stuff. I didn't have like projects and stuff. I had some songs, but I lost the book I wrote them in and I wasn't going to remember it because back then there wasn't no cloud that I knew about anyway to save my stuff on my phone or whatever. So once I lost that book, I was like, oh well. I was like, those songs ain't gonna
All
come
writing
out.
was all gone. So you have to start from scratch again? Just start writing again or what? How long did it
Yes.
like uh, how long
So
did it
like
take you to write the whole book?
um well
Or just
I didn't get back into it. I was just like once I lost that book, I wasn't gonna remember all those things because like I'm a in the moment person for the most part, at least when I'm writing. I'm in the moment, so whatever inspiration I have at that time, that's where it's at. So that now when I write my lyrics, I have them on this app I use called Color Note, and it has a cloud system to save your information. So no matter what phone I use now, all I have to do is log in, and then all of my stuff is going to be right there.
and it's
So I
there.
don't have that issue no more. But yeah,
Yeah.
I took
For
a
that.
hiatus from like 21 when I was like 2021 until 32 last year. So
So you were on a like a just a rap run or just from then, like just putting out songs since you were 21 till 32?
yeah, so well, I started at 20, right? And then I met this group called FCF, which stands for Family Come First, and then another group, DCE, which stands for the Commission Entertainment. They both we were all friends, you know what I'm saying? So we did music together. I was just doing features. I was the singer of the group. Um I'm not really a singer, but I like to pretend. So I would
I
sing the hook sometimes for them, and I would rap mostly. I would do
You got
features more so than like make my own songs at that time.
yeah. So you got them vocals.
Nah, I I like to sing, but it at least where my voice is at right now, it's not ready to be put out there and taken seriously. Once I get some lessons, then when I feel more comfortable in my voice, then I'll probably start singing more of my own stuff.
All right. And when you started rapping, did you get like noticed more? Did people like start knowing that he does music and all? Like when was that point when people started like finding out about you?
Um, it was probably when I was doing the duets in 2022. Um, that's kind of when people were like, "Oh, you rap?" And because a lot of people, like in my personal life, I wasn't, like I said, music wasn't my passion, so I never spoke to people about it. And then when they seen me posting, videos for the people who did see my videos, they was like, "Oh, I didn't know you rap." And then I was like, "Yeah, I just started." You know what I'm saying? Started back. And then as far as like my songwriting, I still don't think they know. But like people on TikTok, the family that I made on TikTok, they know that I'm rapping and stuff like that and writing songs. Some of the topics they laugh at because it's kind of wild, but they still know that I do it nonetheless. That they really know me more so for music and just like talking and hosting lives and networking and bringing people together.
Right, right. And where were you born?
Oh, I was born in the Bronx in Our Lady of Mercy. It's no longer there. It's Montefiore now. But yeah, I was born in the Bronx, born and raised till I was 27, and then I moved to Texas.
Oh, okay. So how was like just that transition, moving? Like, do you feel like the music, just the whole music environment, is different from each other?
Well, yeah, I would say so because in New York, it's mostly rapping and like singing and R&B, right? So when I moved down here to Texas, it's mostly country music. But my philosophy on country is just R&B with different instruments. That's just my personal take, but I mean, don't quote me on that.
Yeah. All right. So, in like, would you say that New York has more of that, like over there in the East Coast, or do you feel like Texas got that R&B too on lock?
Oh, as far as R&B goes, I don't
Yeah.
really know too many local artists that do R&B yet because the area I'm at is mostly country. Because certain sections like Austin would have probably more of a mix, and probably Houston would have more of a mix than the Dallas area. As far as the people that I've interacted with, so like where I'm at is mostly country, and like different genres of country, like bluegrass
Oh,
and things of that nature. I'm the only one that's there that is doing like different genres, like pop and R&B and funk. Because on my EP, that's kind of the genres I was touching on. And then I have an acoustic song that I let people hear, and they really loved it. It's called Apple Tree.
all right. So everyone's like pretty much fucking with what you're doing. They're rocking with it and all.
hmm Yeah, I
That's
just worked with somebody yesterday, like on the spot, like a half an hour to an hour. We created like a song to present that. When I told you yesterday I was in the open mic, we made that song like a half an hour to an hour before we actually got on stage and performed it. I did like a verse, like part of a verse, and this girl that I met, she does gospel mostly, but she does other genres and stuff. She's a singer, and I'm glad I bumped into her. She created most of that song that we did on the spot, but then I threw in my 2 cents, and then we just put it together. It was fire.
okay. This was just recently, just
Yeah,
after
it was
the.
yesterday.
Oh, so you guys came up with that track in one shot right there
Yeah,
after just.
we was jamming out outside across the street from the venue, and we was just spewing out words and trying to get the rhythms and things of that nature. And then yeah, she bodied it.
That's right. And did you guys have it on like recording?
We have it recorded, but it kind of came out a little wonky when we performed it. But if we record it, when we record it, I'll let you hear a sample of it.
For sure. And how are those shows when you pop out? Like, Do you feel like it gives you like just pumps you up, like you're ready to go? Do you get nervous when you get up there just performing in front of everyone?
I mean, I kind of do get nervous because, like I said, I'm not a singer, so I'm not confident in my voice. So I get a little nervous. But if I was rapping or something like that, I'll be fine. If I was dancing, I would be fine. But you know what I'm saying? As far as my stage presence, if I know what I'm doing or if I'm confident in what I'm doing, it's gonna be no issue. But singing, yeah, I'll be getting nervous up there. I'll be forgetting my lyrics. But I mostly go to network with people to see who I can work with, that write their songs because it's a songwriters open mic. So I try to work with different people. So like I said, the song we worked on before we started the open mic, that was somebody who performed and then sent me an instrumental to try to work on something. And it took me a little while to try to get a feel of it because what I was coming up with in my mind was like a commercial type song, and I was like, I don't know if you're gonna vibe with that. So then when we did that jam session, the girl, I forgot her, Sha, it's Sha something that I forgot her name, but she basically came up with the chorus, and then she freestyled the verse, and then I was just working off of that. And it's as a songwriter, it's good to feed off of other songwriters. It makes the writing process easier, and it's something
Yeah.
I would prefer because normally I do stuff on my own, and it takes me a minute to like actually finish something. So it was good to work with somebody else.
Right. Yeah, it's always good to like network, get your name out there for sure. And yeah, so are you like familiar with like just these pop up show like where you go? Have you been doing it for a while?
It's been like a little over a month, so I only have like one place I go to on a regular. There's another place that's supposed to be they actually I think doing one now. But it's probably until like 10 or 11, so I'll probably swing by there maybe. But it's yeah, I don't know too many places, so that's why I'm asking people questions. I have a group that I want to work with. They have a show on June 29th that I'm gonna go to. I'm gonna see what that's about. They're called the Park Sitters. Excuse me. They're like a rock band. So I'm gonna go check them out and support.
That's
And
what's
then
up. And like, do you feel like there's more like venues out there in Texas um, than the East Coast? You said the Bronx, right?
yeah. So I would definitely
Yeah.
say
Do you
yeah.
feel like there's more shows and stuff that you could do?
Yeah, it's definitely more, and then in close proximity, and that's the good thing about a big city. It's a lot of different buildings, so you got a lot of different businesses that's looking for live entertainment for their bars and things like that. So it's a good place to, if you have a band or you're a solo artist, it's good for you to perform. For me, as a person who's trying to be a songwriter, it's good to, scout out talent and then speak to them once they're done performing to see if they want to work together.
Yeah. And I want to take it back to like the Bronx, just you growing up. Um, what did you attend school like elementary and all?
Oh yeah, yeah. I went to I went to a couple schools when I was younger. PS 36 was my elementary school. Then I went to IS 125, and I went to it's not a really known school like that. Academy for Scholarship and Entrepreneurship. That was my high school. I went to Monroe too for a short time, but that school was like Lean on Me. You ever seen Lean on Me?
All right. And do you feel like you were just spot on with everything? Like you were on it with your grades and all, just
Um,
staying
what
studying and all that.
Nah, I was a C student for the most part. Math was my favorite subject, so that was the one I excelled in the most. English, nah, they want you to, expand your writing and not like getting straight to the point. But now I'm writing songwriting, it's kind of like full circle now. I have to
That
extend my thought
industry.
process. But I
Yeah.
did get better. as far as like English goes, once I got to college, there was a Professor Younger who said, "Trim the fat from an unnecessary sentence, like unnecessary words, like filler words and things like that." And he said, "There's spoken English and then there's written English." And when he broke it down like that, it gave me, the vision to learn how to separate and how to expand my writing.
All right. So you learn like a couple things. You learn some stuff off of like just being in school. Did you end up like finishing high school and all that and going to college?
Oh yeah, I finished. I graduated. Um, I graduated in 2009, and then college. I didn't finish college. I did like a year or a semester, and then I just stopped.
And can you tell us like why was that? Was it because you wanted to be go more towards music, or was it something else?
Now, it was more financial mostly, and yeah, that's pretty much like the main reason for me not finishing college. Because the school I got accepted to, St. John's University, was like 22,000 a semester, something crazy like that. But I went to school, a trade school, for like a semester, and I didn't go back after, and that's when I met Professor Younger. But yeah, after that
Oh, you
semester,
said that.
I didn't go back.
Oh, okay. Wait, I didn't hear you at the. You said you didn't end up finishing the trade school, or you just.
Yeah, yeah, I didn't finish the trade school. I just stopped going, and it wasn't to
All right,
pursue
and what was
music.
kind
I just decided to stop.
of, all right. And so when you stopped, like just focused on school, and just did you end up like changing your focus like more towards music and start like
Um,
taking it more serious then?
Not really, because like I said, I was on a hiatus from 20 to 32. Well, between 2021 and then to 32. 32, like the year 2022 is when I picked back up with music. I wasn't really doing music. I was like, I'm a truck driver. So I've been doing that for 7 years. I just took a break from it in April. But I've been trucking mostly and just working, what I'm saying, to provide for the family in that in
Yeah.
that gap from college to now.
All right, and what made you want to just like start just working on music again?
Um, they pay well. The music industry pays well. There's something called sync licensing. Are you familiar with that term?
Um, yeah, not as much.
So sync licensing is basically you presenting music to film directors and things like, well, not necessarily film directors, but to get your music in a film or on TV or in a commercial, video game, things of that nature.
All right. So like, how does that work to you? Like gaining like money and all that towards you?
So the thing with sync licensing is you don't want to be too specific when you make a song, and you want to make a song that's relatable to other people. And it's not an easy task sometimes, um, but it is doable. Like I said, if you have somebody to bounce ideas off of, that helps. There's certain sync agencies that have these like listings, and if you have to read off what the expectation is of the song, and whether it's from a man's, if it's meant for a man to sing or if it's for a woman to sing. Is it up tempo? Is it slow? Things like that. That listing will break down what you need to write about and what it's for, and that's kind of how
All
sync
right.
works.
And you get compensated for the work and all.
Once it gets placed, so like if somebody likes your song, right, and they want to put it in their movie or TV or film, they'll reach out to you and they'll negotiate what the prices of what you want to
Right.
license the song for.
Right. And have you done like any of those licensing deals where you got your music played in any movies, scenes, and all?
Not yet, but that's what I'm working towards. So that's why right now I'm trying to kind of build momentum with the music that I put out. And I could always, even if it's out already, I could present it to them. They would prefer that the songs start off with their project, but they are willing to use stuff that's already put out. And then you have
All
the
right.
option of playing the original song, or they can hire somebody to do your song, and then they'll put that new version into the movie. You know what I'm saying? So it's different ways to go about it, and then it's a breakdown of
Okay.
how long they're using it for and things of that nature.
Yeah, that sounds, yes, getting that bread in for sure. I'm doing that. And yeah, I wanted to talk about how many projects have you released since you started and till now?
Well, I released 3 singles and 1 EP, so it's a total of 9 songs. And my recent EP was kind of like, so basically any music that I put out is kind of like a resume for me. So if people ask, "Oh, you're a songwriter? Oh, have you put out anything?" I say, "Yeah." So you could go to my page. I have the link tree in my bio for most of my social media, and if at worst you could just type in my name, Reese the NY Turtle, on YouTube. You'll find my stuff there. I got my YouTube page. I have an official artist channel now, so all my music, when it goes through my distributor, it'll be on my YouTube. So it's always gonna be there when I release music. And I am trying to
That's
release
what's
some
up.
singles before I drop my album. But yeah, that's what I'm working on right now.
And have you dropped any like bangers yet recently?
Yeah, so what I feel people would like the most out of the ones that I have put out is On Guard. It's not really like a banger to get hyped to, but as far as just listening to it, I feel that's the song most people would gravitate towards more. Um, I personally would like people to, like not a big fan more, but if you compare the two, I just feel like On Guard is probably going to be a winner in that fight.
All right. And so have you done any like visuals to any of your songs?
I have one visual for a
Video?
single that I released called Havoc. I had somebody make like a drawn video um, for it, and I'm in the middle of trying to do a video for Butt Burp, which is one of my singles on my EP. I bought a green screen. I'm gonna try to, what I'm saying. I got some '70s attire. It's gonna be it's a comedy song, so I'm gonna make a comedy video
Gonna be
to
a vibe for sure.
it.
Uh, So who produces your music? Do you have anyone particularly, or
Well, I
is it
don't
just
have.
you?
Well, I mean, the I just normally my beats are from YouTube, uh, for the most part. But like I said, me networking now, I've met people who make beats. So now I'm gonna try to stay away from YouTube beats and try to work with people in person. You know what I'm saying? And then just vibe out and make something there because it's better that way. And that's one of the main things that I was craving for, more so than someone to work with, was a producer that does multiple genres. And I found some people, so I'm gonna start working with them.
So from all your past work or all your work that you have done is you making the beats? That's all your
No,
beats.
no, I don't make the beats. I strictly do lyrics and
So, all right.
the formation of the way it's sung. So that's
Yeah.
all I do is the lyrics.
So do you have anyone that you get your beats from, or is it just off YouTube or something?
I just I do have certain people that I go back to a lot. One of them is Matthew May. He's one of the people where I have a couple of his beats. I have some bangers to some of his beats. My like the project I'm talking about, my next one, my next for my first album, I have bangers on there. So once that
That's right.
releases, I feel
Ready
I'll get
to go.
more recognition as far as like you know, acceptable songs people could vibe out to um repeatedly. The EP that I just released is more of the lyricism. It's a combination of lyricism and, you know, catchy tunes. My album is gonna be just like that, but better songs.
That's right. And are you gonna put it to any like singing in any of the songs?
I will be singing on a song I have called "Call Me Back." I'll be singing towards the end. It's mostly rapping. Um,
That's right.
it's mostly me rapping. For my part, because I have a girl in the first verse, and I'm doing the second verse, and then I sing at the end of mine for the chorus, and then on the outro.
That's right. So you're really in tune with like the artist and everyone. So do you feel like uh, you you're more in tune with the artists that you're in, like in Texas, or do you still go back to like East Coast and do songs with artists?
I do want to make some songs with my people from the group I was mentioning earlier, FCF and DCE. But they, you know, they have a bunch of projects that they working on. So when they have the free time, I'm gonna, you know, make something with them. You know what I'm saying? To catch up. Because when I was 20 rapping, I wasn't really. I'm not saying I was trash, but I wasn't as nice as I am now.
Yeah,
And it was mostly
perfected your
comic
craft.
rap.
Yeah. And do you got any merch coming? Any like you're gonna drop on us soon?
Not yet. I'm trying to get some things situated, and I do have ideas for things that I want to make, and I want to do it myself, like handcraft it, or I'll outsource to a friend who does it as well. I'm gonna see how things work out, but as of right now, no, I don't have any merch yet.
All right, for sure. And before we go, we want to let the people know like your next project's coming and where they can find you, your Instagram, all that.
All right, so my Instagram is Reese the NY Turtle 2. The number two is all one word. REESETHENYTURTLE. And then the number two. And I have a link tree in my bio. So anything else as far as like my website, um, you know, my hiring for writing lyrics and things like that, you know, we could always communicate that way. It's best to try to reach out to me on Instagram as far as music goes. But I have a link to you in my Facebook, Twitter, SoundCloud. I got a whole bunch of stuff, Discord. All of that is in the link tree in my bio.
Uh, y'all already know. Y'all tap into Reese the NY Turtle.
Yes,
And
sir.
this was a dope interview. And till the next
Appreciate
one,
you.
we out of here.
Deuces.